Hey Virgo, what's up? I know I ain't posted in a minute, but don't worry. I have a bunch of cool shit planned, and you might like it. I don't know. Y'all have really high standards, and nothing impresses you too much. So it is what it is. Yes, your girl put on earrings today. Okay, I'm trying to fancy it up here in you know, my house. I feel like y'all can see my little squishy thingies, but you know, grown these little stress toys to choke out because 2020 is extra. I feel like Virgo knows what's up. That's how we secretly keep it together. Okay, so we're doing things a little bit different this month. I feel like I may have mentioned it. And so, ooh, shit. I feel, woo, why do I feel like you're about to learn some things this month? I'm trying to be a little bit better about just cursing through the whole reading. So we're going to see how good this goes. Okay, so I am, I'm still pulling out your cards. One thing that's super funny is that I wanted to use these giant Rider-Waite tarot cards for everybody's reading for the month. So instead of just doing 4 like of these oracle cards that I normally do, oof, damn, they sound big, don't they? They sound huge. So instead of doing the 4, we're gonna do 2, and then we're gonna do like kind of the main thing that's happening, or kind of like, I don't know, it's more of like a main theme. So this might be something like internally that you've been working through or kind of considering or thinking about for a minute. And so this is gonna be kind of like, we'll get into it. I'll explain it a little bit more in the context of it with everything else. But I did at least want to pull yours. So, oof. For this month, you got the 4 cups. I know. People are like, that's a depressing card. It's not a depressing card, though. Here's why, though. Because it's about, this is the thing that you're working through or learning through this month. So, if anything, this is more of like a, well, let's get into it. This month, it could be depression. I mean, I feel like to talk about depression in such a loose sort of way in a tarot reading or at all is dumb as hell. So let's not get into that. But it could be kind of like sadness. You might kind of be more focused on things that have been lost. A lot of people have lost a lot of different things, you know, during the last couple of months. But I do think that it's more so about you, and like with the stream in the back, the river and the bridge, I really think it's just kind of like the things have passed you by in this regard, in this situation. And I think that it's more so looking at the things that didn't work out in the past because you're about to turn towards these 2 cups, if that makes sense. So you're going to look towards, so it's kind of like almost the last hurrah, like, if that makes sense, you got to say goodbye to a situation. But I do kind of see that as like maybe sadness over, I don't even read it sadness, it's reflecting about, like, reflecting through the sadness of the past is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So that's why you got that 5 of Cups right there. But the cool thing is that means that you're working through it, as opposed to, like, you know, having it just be like an issue or something you're gonna have to deal with forever, which just sucks, you know, sucks. So I think it's a transient sort of emotion, but whatever, right? So that's the thing. Maybe you didn't get what you wanted. Oof. Damn, that sounds so rude. I'm sorry, Virgo. Or, I don't know. You didn't get all of what you wanted. So, one of the oracle cards is to be fair, right? And I think this is part of it. And I think it's kind of, and it's like justice card vibes. So, I almost feel like fairness may be something, maybe cutting your losses, and kind of like, again, you can't always get exactly what you want, but you could be fair to the situation. So you do have the victory card, right? So in a sense, like, you are doing well. I think that there's still, with the moon card, I think there's some secrets that weren't communicated to you. Like, there's a piece missing to this whole resolution to the situation. And it hasn't been. It could be that, like, maybe you're going to get the full story now. Huh. Ooh. It actually let me, and then your next card makes me feel like that. So let's get into a little bit more, right? So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what kind of situation it is. It could be a continuation of, like, whatever you were going through last month. Or, okay. this is about one of them 3 cups. One of these 3 cups, that's what this, the to be fair thing is. Maybe someone will finally tell you the truth about a situation that, like, maybe they didn't tell you or you knew they're a secret. So maybe the victory will be that, like, you're going to finally have that secret revealed. Ooh. Okay. With the secret, I got with the moon, it's the Page of Pentacles. Maybe someone has a kid. I don't know why. I just feel like it might be involving a kid. It could also be that the secret was that it's like maybe that was up in the air. Or the other thing could be like, the secret could have been they were planning on offering you something, but it wasn't enough. Like, they can only offer so much. It could also be that the secret was that, like, they were only, like, whatever the situation was going to yield, it was only going to be Page of Pentacles. So some little shit. Okay. Anyway, point is that the next card is Truth Be Told. It's funny. On this one, it's number 38. There is also an owl on this person's head and the scales. I get the vibe like things aren't adding up, right? But then we get into this one, which is Truth Be Told, and there's a mask here and an owl holding it. So maybe this may involve someone removing a mask. Ooh, I just dropped a gang of cards. Wow, that's like cross-watcher vibes right there. Oh, shit. Oof. I'm back. Now I gotta really give these a good shuffle. All right. So we got the Truth Be Told card. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, someone may be running in to tell you something. Running in to deliver a message. And here's the thing, though. This is the energy they're in. So, could be an authority figure is running in to tell you a message. But you also have the Chariot. And I feel like the Emperor with the Chariot, at least to me, like if it was the Emperor and, I don't know, because like with the fire, it's just like, yeah, that's coming in hot. So sometimes that could be a few different ways that could be interpreted. It could just be a very passionate way of expressing something that someone wants to tell you about. I don't know. Maybe they got a bunch of ideas. But with the Emperor and the Chariot, the Emperor just like, he's all the kings in one, right? But he still kind of sometimes is like too alpha, like too rah-rah with it. But with the Chariot, it's like, I feel like it's like a journey. So, I mean, it could be that someone's rushing in to passionately tell you something. Could be that someone's coming into town. Could be an Aries. Aries could be coming into town. Or just like the masculine figure in your life could be a boss also. But I don't know. I almost get the vibe that someone wants to like rush in to like tell you about their feelings. Maybe Virgo. I don't know. Let's see. But it's not like cry on you type stuff. Like it's not. I hope not. I hope for everybody's sake it's not, because the Virgo will be like, okay. Especially with the Rona. They'll be like, oh no, I'm not gonna let you in the house. So let's see. One more, because I'm curious. Oh. That's so funny. Told you how this one looked like the Justice card, right? Truth Be Told. And then we got Judgment. And we got the Page of Wands. Could be that if you're waiting for someone to make a decision about something, or waiting for a decision to be made that involved you, it could be made, and the information could, like, you might be notified about it. Could have been something that was concerning you for a while. Could be one of those 3 empty cups. Wheel of Fortune. Could have been something that was fated. Maybe if in the past fate was held up. That's the other thing with the Chariot. at least in my mind, I feel like the wheels that power the chariot are wheels of fate, wheel of fortune, right? So I'm just saying, if the Emperor riding in on the chariot, that's the energy that's playing no game. So if you're waiting for some type of lightning bolt, it might come through in August. So take that as you will. So, but this is what I want to get into. This five, we back over here to this 5 of Cups. So this might be your theme this month. And again, I think it's more about, have you ever been upset about something and you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna have one good cry about this and then I'm gonna get over it. That's the vibe I get about this one. But let me get into this more with one of my favorite decks as well. It's a Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Anyway, let me stop telling y'all about the cards. Let me just link them in the bottom or whatever. Oof. All right. So funny. I didn't really see any cups in the beginning, but I thought it was that. And then I look into it, and then like in this deck, the equivalent of cups is what's happening. So I think there is a moment, and okay. I do want to say that this 5 of Cups is like a whole cycle too. So this is about a cycle being over as well. That's why that Wheel of Fortune also popped out. But okay. So I feel like there's a situation where you had the 4, right? 4 of Cups, discontent, boredom, just being like, right? And I think that there may have been a connection of some sort. This one, 2 of Cups. It's like spiritual union, meeting of the minds. But I think that like, whatever this was, it triggered a lot, period. But also moving forward with your life and like growing as a person. So it's like, at the end of the day, it was like a fated situation that needed to happen. It could be a friend. It could be like you had a dream job and maybe it ended. It could be a friend. It could be a relationship. It could be anything, right? But whatever it was like this meeting of the mind was something that was very powerful is what I get just like from the lay of the cards. And then after that, you get the awareness card, which is pretty much like the magician. Pretty much the magician energy. And like the magician has like everything at their disposal. Like the magician has all their materials there in order to like manifest something or to conjure to make something happen. So it's like magician energy is like mad powerful. Like it's just like if you're a magician, you can do anything. But like sometimes people don't know they're magicians and so they're just be manifesting weird negative shit or like dumb things and they never use all their power wisely. But this is like a more like first is 4 and then it reduces to 2 and then it reduces to 1. And the 1 could be, I don't know who was yelling, but they need to stop. Okay. See, I'm trying not to curse so much, but anyway. So, ooh, and then on the cut, it was heartache. So yeah, it might have been a romantic thing where it's just like, but then you realize, and the sacrifice card was the one that was missing. And so with this one, it's more about like, it's like the judgment card sort of. It's like part of it. It's like you rise out of the grave though. It's like you need, okay. Sometimes things need to not work out how you want them to because there's shit you need to learn and do. Because you can't always get what you want. If you get what you want when you want it, it's not always when you need it, I think. And so it's like, in the sense that sacrifice card kind of does make me think of judgment where it's like things happen in their own time, how they're supposed to happen. And so that's kind of why I think that that's part of the reason why it's like, okay, I almost feel like for Virgo, like this 3 of Cups is necessary and it's just a passing thing. And so I want to at least like check to see what the future energy is going to be. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this giant ass tarot deck again. So it's just so big, like in comparison, it's massive. And just kind of see like where you're going, right? Because I really don't feel like this is dark. And I feel like sometimes Virgo's like, it's just like heavy shit, but it's kind of like heavy shit and you move on, you know. I don't think this is like extra heavy shit. I also think too that if you're finding out the truth about a situation that you were in the dark about before, that, you know, whoever this is for, you're the type to like appreciate the information. You rather know than not know. Part of the Three of Cups, I think, is not knowing. Huh. You might finally be able to free yourself from the past. I think it's one of those things. And also, if it's like, it's, two energies. Maybe you could go either way. With the past stuff, I think that you're finally free from the past in terms of like, because even in the Five of Cups, right? But you go from the 5 to 6. That's like a mix of childlike wonder and nostalgia and like all of this kind of wonderful stuff. It could be that you can like finally process the past or like heal the past is what I'm getting. And I say that only because you go from the 6 to the 9 of Cups. But I almost feel like it's a little bit of both. Huh. Maybe it's like when you finally start to, like, all those pieces, like, this is essential. Like, to get to the 5 of Cups is essential to get to the 6 and then the 9. And I just really feel like the 6 could also be giving yourself flowers. I know people tend to think of childhood and, like, past stuff and stuff like that. But I also... Why everybody want to talk during your damn reading? Childhood stuff and things like that, but I actually think in reality that it's just like nurturing yourself, fixing those things, though, filling your own cups, but like with flowers. Like, it's perfect, actually. It's really good. And then you got the 9, and that's what's up. So yeah, Virgo, see, I thought it was gonna be a little at first, and then I was like, nah, it seems like you're moving on from some shit. So yeah, happy August. I'll make sure to post more often. Like I said, I got a little surprise for everybody. And you know, thanks for watching, and you know, hit me up on the socials. Follow me on the YouTubes and all that, and I'll see y'all around. But that's what's up. I'm glad you're making it through quarantine or sheltering in place, whatever you'd like to call it. And I'll see you later. Bye.